Hello and welcome to As We Go. I dubbed this video the one where I don't know how to use a mic properly. Unfortunately for you all, I am going to have to do this one entirely as a voiceover. We got our chicks just a couple of weeks ago and they have already grown too big for their brooder. At least, I assume so. I'm a first timer here, so correct me if I'm wrong. We live in northern Midwest and temperatures are still dipping to the low 20s at night and staying low during the day. These girls don't have quite enough adult feathers to be able to withstand the cold, so a temporary solution needs to be found. Here we have the only chick to remain with her original name. We call her Chip because her wing looked like a little wood chip when she was newly hatched. The rest of them have all grown from sweet little yellow fluffs to multicolored birds almost indistinguishable from the others. We've named 2 more since then, but we can't tell the others apart yet. As you can see, the brooder is quite crowded right now. We started out with 12 chicks, and 11 have survived so far. They were tiny balls of fluff when we got them. They have at least tripled in size here. They're also getting braver. I've often walked into the area to find one of them perched on the rim of the container, looking at me, unsure of how to get down. They're also spreading their wings and leaping around, smacking into each other and into the sides of the container. Let me know in the comments if my assumption is correct. Should I have just left them in the brooder, or have they indeed grown too big for it? I love how anything new and they are just all over it. Little man here just loves to interact with the girls, and they are just as curious about him. You can see that any fear they show is quickly forgotten, and they have been good with him. They do peck and bit at him and us, but at this age it doesn't hurt at all, and it isn't malicious. It's kind of like a baby putting toys in their mouth. They're just curious and they're exploring. When we are done interacting with the chicks, we do make sure to wash our hands thoroughly to avoid the spread of diseases, as chicks are the carriers of many. I think we've got lifelong friends here, folks. As we're putting the chicks in, you'll notice a few of them get a bit agitated. Picking them up doesn't hurt them. They are easily calmed by smoothing down their wings. We're teaching our kiddos to be gentle yet firm when picking them up and putting them down, even as they grow bigger. It's important as well that the chicks get used to interacting with us. I've named this one Sweet Pea. She's the only one with mostly white feathers on her back, so far, and is easy to distinguish from the others. I find her absolutely beautiful. Hopefully when I hold it closer you can see the light brown specks intermingled with her white feathers. Her chest also is light brown too. She also has a pretty good temperament. In truth, they've all got pretty good temperaments so far. We'll see how it goes as they reach adulthood. I apologize for the bad lighting. Hopefully the next video will be better as I figure out what I'm doing. She is a sweetheart though. Most of the time. And they're pretty easy to handle. I have been trying to spot little differences in each one as I interact with them, but aside from the few I've named, they still all look alike to me. And in just a few short weeks, they'll be totally different again. Right now, they're in their teenage stage, and I expect a lot to change very quickly. Yes, they all have a pretty good mix of white and brown feathers. Another shot of Chip and her beautiful wing. I just love how their adult feathers are coming out, and I can't wait to come up with names for all of them as they develop into individuals. As you can see, they really do love their new home. It's much roomier, and bonus, they can't jump out of it. My kitchen is a mess, but we're hoping that within the next week or so, their adult feathers will be in enough for them to move out to the garage and one step closer to their final home, the chicken coop, which is still in progress. Tune in for updates on that in a later video.